Guys, gals, aliens, and DJ freaks. Check 1, 2. Hopefully we are in sync. We are in sync. How is everyone feeling? Welcome to the channel. On this channel, I show you guys how to make simple, effective, and easy moves in the cryptocurrency ecosystems. Guys, gals, aliens, and DJ freaks, what's up? What's going on? How's everyone feeling? Am I in sync? Is everything all good? It looked like for a moment we were out of sync, but I think we're good. I think we're good. We're gonna check it. We're gonna check it on our phone and make sure we're all in sync. We're gonna check it real quick. Let's go to the overall markets. I hope you guys are doing well. Just make sure when you come in, you're hitting the like button before we get this show started. We got a lot to talk about. We got a lot to cover. So I hope your ADHD brain is prepared, because we're gonna be blasting through a lot of different coins. We're going to be talking about some different narratives. We're going to be going through the trades. We're going to be going through what I think is going to be the most bullish halving event we've ever experienced. So guys, if you are ready for this, hit the like button, put some ones in the chat, put some emojis in the chat. We are just going to get it going today, guys. So let me know if everything's sounding okay. We're going to double check it right now. Everything is sounding and looking good. Awesome, awesome. Hope everyone is doing well. All right, so we saw. I was on vacation. I was on vacation Friday, Saturday. Was at a resort Friday and Saturday. So on Saturday night, I was just feeling it, guys. I was locked in. I was super locked in. I had the trading view chart up. I had the Fibonacci retracement drawn from where we were bouncing, and we were just hitting that 618, testing the 618, and then finally I saw, okay, look, we're getting buy pressure on that 618. And this was Saturday night, and this was when the Asian markets were opening. So you guys were on my live stream. Right after that live stream on Saturday night, we locked in, and we actually managed to get back a little bit of the losses that we experienced during the Bitcoin volatility. So obviously, guys, you know, with the news of the Iranian drone attack on Israel, that caused some massive volatility. So in that, in just like, you know, 24 hours, $1.1 billion was liquidated from the market. So I'm sure you guys were probably part of that liquidation. I know I was. Put a 1 in the chat if you got wrecked. If you got a little wrecked on that BTC retracement. All right, so we got about 6 people right now in the live stream. We need to get more people in here. Normally we got about 20 minimum. I think today we can get, before we end the stream, we're going to be going for about an hour, guys. We can get about 50 people in here hanging out, hitting the like button, talking about your favorite coins and chatting amongst yourselves. So I think we can hit that goal, but you got to help me. You got to hit the like button. You got to share this on your channels, on your platforms. That is how this happens, guys. That's how we build the community. Also, guys, don't forget, you have to go into the Discord. This is where you're going to get updates. You're going to get some, we're going to start this section right here where we are going to post some crypto news articles that we think are relevant that you should keep up with. There's also a shill zone, which it hasn't been used yet, but we're going to start posting these coins in here that are over 10 million market cap that we think we should be keeping up with. You can also post the trade setups in here. So YouTube updates, and then we also want to remind you guys, we are still running this BitFlex T Shirt giveaway, and all you got to do is sign up, do all the things that are required, and we're running that to the end of the month, so you have a chance to win this T-shirt right here. So it actually does flicker and move like that in real life. All right, guys, I hope you're doing well. If you haven't let yourselves be known in the Discord, all you got to do is come in here and just go into the Hangout and chat and just say yo, yo, yo. So we have a lot to talk about today, guys. Just remember, you can go to danielcurtishughes.com for crypto news. You can get the latest updates on crypto bubbles, and then on the timings of when we're going to have certain halvings for Bitcoin, which is in 4 days, guys. So which is going to be on 4/20, the most memeable date in existence. So what is that going to do with the overall price, I think, for the altcoins? Well, according to this chart, we're about halfway to altcoin season. We were skirting up. We were at 59 And you can see here, we were getting close. We were passing in February. We started like, okay, look, these are when these alts, you know, the dominance for alts is going to be going up. And then you can see here we were in that Bitcoin season. You know, we had that massive pump of Bitcoin. Then it got the alts carried a little bit. And now when we've had a lot of this volatility, we've seen alts dump about between 15 and 20%. So let's like go for instance to the watch list. And if we were to go to our default watch list and just go what has dumped the worst in the past 7 days, ordinals, like, because it's, you know, connected with Bitcoin, anything that was a Bitcoin, you know, type coin went down. I mean, look, everything went down a good 35%. You know, so this is the time to be scooping up any of these projects that you've been watching. You know, we got Floki, Pepe. These are just things that I've had in the watch list for a long time. We just added Shadow Token recently, but everything pretty much went down a good 30%. But yeah, so Brucey is mentioning STX stacks held up pretty well. So if we go into our portfolio, and we go into this one right here, and we go to stacks, maybe let's see what recovered the fastest. What recovered the fastest on the 24-hour and then on the 7-day? Medieval Empires, Radium, Nakamoto Games, Arbitrum, Matic, Optimism, and then let's see where stacks held up. So stacks only went down 23%. So you can say that was probably the strongest coin with the Bitcoin narrative to not dump a good like 35%. So excuse me, guys. Hopefully my computer will hold up. A lot of times I feel like my computer's been getting a little overloaded, pushing it to the limit here. Shouldn't be too hard to handle, but let's see. We might have to adjust. We might have to adjust some things here. I'm gonna have to close a couple things. But guys, I wanted to tell you thank you so much for subscribing. All the new people, all the new subscribers. So let's go to the subscribers. And let's see who we can give a shout out to for all the newest subscribers in the past 7 days. So in the past 7 days, we got Clint34, Envy, Crypto Hustler, David Allen, Pele Photography. Shout out to you guys. Thank you so much. All right. So let's get into some of the trades here. So what we did was we tried to deploy some capital. We didn't have enough dry capital as we wanted to on the side to be able to buy the dips. Yo, for the love of golf. Love from Indonesia. Oh my gosh. We got people watching all over the world. It's amazing. But hopefully this is a no shill zone. If you're affiliated with a project, you can't talk about it here. Just for the safety of people. All right, so I missed the dip a few days back. Is it too late to buy now? That's a good question. All right, that is a very good question. All right, so let's look at the Bitcoin chart. So you missed the dip, and people are like, "Oh my gosh, should I buy now or am I going to get absolutely wrecked?" Well, all right, so for the love of golf, I'm thinking about getting into Solana, Ethereum, Manta. All right, so all great projects. I mean, Ethereum is great. I think even though with the problems that it has, Ethereum is the backbone of a lot of the Ethereum virtual machine dApps that rely on that programming, rely on Ethereum to still be running, you know? So I think Ethereum as a long-term play, like Ethereum's going to go to 10K. I mean, we know this. Bitcoin is going to go to 100K. It's just long term. You have to zoom out and think long term on Ethereum and Bitcoin. And then you said Manta. So Manta, let's look at Manta. they can handle it. It's trying. Okay, Manta's sitting at $2. Manta's sitting at $2. And we've had two nice peaks. One that was like trying to test those all-time highs and then got rejected. So you can see here, $3.75, and then it retraced, and then it tried to, and then it broke the all-time high, going to $4 here. Let's see. And so Manta, I think this was Ivan on Tech. Shout out to Ivan. I think he was talking about Manta like last year, a couple months ago. So yeah, this was if we go, or was it just in January? No, was it just this? Was it this new? Okay, maybe what? Okay, maybe it was January. Interesting. Yeah. So I mean, this could. Volume right now is low. You know, I mean, everything kind of right now in the altcoin market's it's very volatile. But I mean, could be something. Let's see, the total supply, circulating supply. There's still a lot of supply that's not out in the ecosystem. So average on Manta $2.37. Yeah. Well. Hey, I mean, if it goes to all-time highs, then yeah, you're in some, you're in profit. If you're thinking long-term, you got to think long-term play. It's a new project, so a lot of these new projects are going to go into price discovery. Like think about Caspa. Like Caspa, people were like, when is it going to dip? When is it going to dip back down? And it just kept legging up. Like let's look at Caspa as an example of one of those coins that's like, oh, it's just like, when can I get into Caspa? And then you just think, oh, I missed the boat on Caspa, and then it just keeps going. I think Qcoin. If we look at Caspa on the daily, you can see it was just like it had this like steady rip. Like people were like, okay, they're like, okay, it's from like, it was under a cent, I think, at one point. Pumped all the way to 9 cents. But like, it's gotta retrace back to here at least, and then it just kept going up. And then the only lowest local low that we've seen on Caspa is right here. And then we've had, I mean, that was like right there as well. And then this has been the most recent local low, which was a higher low than we've seen. So I would look at coins in terms of bullishness on that, like the altcoins. You can definitely kind of see, like, look, it's bouncing and kind of going on a trend to go to test these all-time highs again and then go into price discovery. So there's a lot of potential out there. I'm trying to keep it simple. I don't want to be like, a white. So Clean Living saying there's a white fuzzy noise running continuously with the sound. Interesting. Are you guys hearing that same white fuzzy noise? Maybe my mic is. I'm gonna fix it. Okay, is that better? Is that better? Is that just like no buzz, no funky stuff going on? Oh, okay. Cool. All right, yeah. I the channel that my microphone was in was maybe a little dirty. It's probably a little dirty. Sometimes if your channels are a little dusty, might get a little dirty. I'm just gonna increase the gain a little bit more. Okay, cool. All right. So I want to get some music going. Let's see how many people we got in the live stream. See how many people we got across all platforms. I like seeing who's watching across all platforms. We got 11 people watching on YouTube. We got 4 people watching on X. We got 1 person watching on Twitch. And I'm actually streaming to Instagram as well. Let's see. Oh, we had some people join. Cool. But the view on Instagram is it's really tough because it formats it in the obvious, up section. But then when I go into this view, it looks great. So, Maria Anderson joined the stream on Instagram. So I've been using, shout out to Restream. I've been using Restream to stream out into all platforms. This is how I'm able to, so my Instagram, my Instagram is like my personal Instagram. I don't know if I want to actually, don't know if I want to put that on there to be honest, because it's so hard to keep once you start, you're making videos and you're putting your face out there, and then eventually people are going to, they're like, I want to know your Instagram or whatever, and it's like, how private do you want to be? How private do you want to be? Because you have to have boundaries sometimes, guys, Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, It's you kind of have to make that choice, and it's interesting when you start to, when you're making videos and you're talking about anything, or you're just you're putting your face out there. It's just just one of those things, double-edged sword. But let's see what's happening with the trades, because I want to show you guys how I got scared. I even did what I did what my title of the video even says. Don't get scared out of the market. Don't get shaked out. And not that I got shaken out, but I just closed one of my trades a little bit in fear that it was actually going to start dumping pretty hard. And it was my Doge trade. It only took about $15, $20 off my margin just from closing it at a loss instead of just closing it at either break even or closing it at a little bit of profit. So I re-entered back in and actually increased the leverage just a little bit, because I do think that Pepe and Doge, I keep saying this, and I hope I don't eat crow or eat a stone on this by just being super bullish and just being kind of railing the narrative on my strategy that I want to be in Pepe and Doge trades when we see a Bitcoin breakout, because I think those two coins are going to see the biggest returns in terms of the meme coins. So, and then I'm leveraging 2 BTC trades here, and then across the market, I think just DCAing right now is the best way to go. Don't chuck a bunch of say you're I have $10,000 to invest. Don't invest the whole $10,000 all in that one day, because what if the market crashes the next day and you just miss the opportunity to have some cash on the sideline to be able to buy the dip? So the DCA strategy, along with scalping and maybe doing some type of counter, not counter strategy, but some type of multi-strategy that you're spot buying. You are also finding opportunities to get into trades. So, okay, so for the love of golf is saying I have Floki, Pepe, Bonk. Yeah, so, I got into Bonk. I traded Bonk. It was something that I saw on Orca really fast, and I was like, okay, let's get into this. And then I made some profits, tried to flip something, and so there's only... Okay, so Yes Sir is coming in again and saying I only take financial advice from Discover Crypto. You shouldn't take financial advice from anyone. Should not take financial advice from anyone. This is entertainment purposes only. Entertainment purposes only. But yeah, so basically selling now, I mean, I always say that you have to be I like the line, you have to be a bull you can't be a bear in a bull market. So I'm trying to not get scared out of my trades. I know there's some swinging volatility, but I'm not too high leverage, and I've entered in Bitcoin at low enough prices that I think I can sustain them for long enough to be able to keep scalping off of them. In this water right here, there is just this particular water is from we have a water mart place where you can go and fill up water, and this thing, it's like filtered osmosis, micron, you know, all the stuff. It's our city water, but it's like as filtered as it can be. I really want to get the Berkey filter, because then that really takes out all the stuff. But then if you can like get some really good spring water, and then also, yeah, but yeah, this was a nice healthy dump. All right, so we're gonna jam. I've really been just like loving this song. I want to get this song going. This is the song that I was jamming hard when I got locked into the trades and was like really, it's almost like it's like when you start to understand that when Bitcoin is moving in those increment 5, you look at the 5 minute. Look at the 5 minute on Bitcoin, and then we'll have altcoins up at the same time. Have your altcoin trades up and see what you're looking at. And you will realize that the altcoins really do just react so quickly, and you can learn how to scalp Bitcoin 5 minute with altcoin trades at like not even super high leverage. You can be at like 5, 10x, in between those, and really be able to maximize. And this was like in the middle of the night, so if you're willing to lose sleep, then you can make the gains back. I love it. There was a Value in Time, his X account. He said, he was like, I quit my full-time job to work 24 hours a day. All right, here we go. I hope you guys like this song. It's so much fun. Shout out to the person who actually made this this playlist. He's got all these really great DDCO. He made this really great playlist of all these awesome drum and bass, jungle, ambient, PlayStation 2 music, and it's amazing. That's what I've been listening to a lot to trade with. It's been getting me pumped. And if you tell me to turn it down, I might turn it up louder, so. All right, so we went a little bit in on Pepe. I honestly want to get to the point where we are about $1,000 leveraged into Pepe. So then when we see the true Pepe breakout with the Coinbase listing, we're gonna be printing some Pepe money, and I will get Pepe tattooed somewhere on my ankle or something like that. If Pepe breaks and we get a Coinbase listing, and I make like my first like 10K trade, then we are going to be getting Pepe. We're going to be getting Pepe tattooed on our ankle. It's going to happen. All right, this is the part. Baby. Reminds me of Tekken. Like, I know you guys are probably there's some Tekken fans out there. Shout out to the live chat and all the people watching. Were you a Tekken fan? All right, let's get the stream up to 20 likes. We got 16 people. I think we can get more likes in here. So I'll let you guys know. We had a really awesome trade on PHEMEX here. Link in the description. We like, we got liquidated hard. We had, it's just that we weren't in the charts. We were on vacation. We were trying to relax, and we didn't have a freaking stop loss set on this trade because we were, in fact, sometimes we were a little naive. Just a little bit. We were like, oh, it's gonna break out. But then look what happened. We had World Black Swan event happen, and it sent the entire market down. And so obviously that's where that $1.1 billion liquidations came from. You know? So I got wrecked on this trade. And this was BTC. This was like precious BTC that I will not see again. It's gone. But it's so interesting, though. It's almost like counterintuitive for me. I don't understand why the markets will why they dump like this, when I think being in the markets would be more bullish than having your money in fiat during wartime. Or am I just crazy? Am I just crazy for thinking that? It's like, why not keep your money in Bitcoin and then it'll pump the price? If we were to like say, oh my God, it's war, it's wartime, and then we just put all our money into Bitcoin and pump the price and get out of the market. But you live to trade another day. Yes, yes, sir, yes, sir. And with that being said, where is it at? We got crypto live music. It's not that. Here we go. Ha! Ha! Shout out to Crown Chakra.
If it doesn't happen, and for some reason the charts change,
this is how the boys walk into the Bitcoin halving date.
I'm the biggest bear out there.
to quit our jobs.
You lose some, but you live to trade another day. Live to make another.
This will either be the worst decision I've ever made in my life, or the best decision I've ever made in my life, and I'm a damn genius. My plan B is I'm going hard into my plan A.
Scared money don't make no money. 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 You win some, you lose some. But you live to trade another day. Live to make another. Is it the bottom yet? I'm trying to buy out everything. Not gonna get upset. Just pull the trigger, let it bang. When I see a trade, I'm hopping in like a Uber to secure my future. Up early just like a rooster. Eyes glued to the computer looking for a bag or two. Market cipher on the screen, compliments of trading view. Now I know what I'ma do. Buy low and sell high. Even if you try and fail, at least you didn't fail to try. I don't wanna be the type of guy that let fear win. I'm the one that dive in head first and bust my chin. I know FOMO is a no-no, but
that's the
I
best
still
line.
Get it in. Now I can't predict the future, but I know I'm bound to win. Later or sooner, I'll be the big kahuna.
So we touched this average line right here.
I took me some chances and now I'm the big kahuna. And if you scared, might as well get neuter. I'ma keep chasing my dreams.
We could just be easily trading right back into this little wedge. You can see, look, we just have a descending wedge. It's really wedged down now. So we're trading in a little channel here. All right, so someone's asking for Gala. Gala's looking pretty good too, because we had, everything's been consolidating. So if you were ready, but even here it's like at a little pump here, because you got that candle here. Could be just it could be trading in a channel. This is on the 4 hour. But then let's look at previous support and resistance and all that stuff. So we got resistance at 4 cents right here, right here. But then we have support at 0.045. But then you got here 3 cents. That's exactly where we hit. You can see it right here, right here. So it bounced. So any bounce back into here, you would watch for this level here at like actually 3 cents, like right at 3 cents on Gala. But this is great because Gala pumped all the way to 8 cents. So I mean, scooping it up at 4 cents, you know, that's I mean, there's so many coins right now that are on discount, so it's like. I mean, look at. I mean, yeah, Gala. Wow. This is on Binance. This is a Binance weekly chart, and Gala got as high as 84 cents in November 2021, man. So, like, November 2021, the altcoins were just absolutely destroying, printing millionaires. So the fact that the things that were printing millionaires 3 years ago are at these price opportunities, it's like, woo, it's spicy. It's super spicy and juicy. It gives you have to zoom out, and you got to look. I mean, yeah, I mean, this is like, if you wanted to build a bag of Gala, I mean, this is one of the more popular gaming studios. So this is like one coin. If you just want to buy it as almost like an index, you can buy it as an index of like a broader ecosystem, so it's backing like a bunch of different games. So if you want to do that as the gaming narrative, that's kind of why I'm investing in Nakamoto Games, because they are doing that with their own games, but then they're also supporting AAA games. They're trying to launch AAA games on their platform as well. So I'm investing in Nakamoto Games almost kind of like an index for multiple games, you know, because it's a dashboard, it's a platform. And the same with if you want to invest in things like, you know, Vulcan Forge. Vulcan Forge has a humongous ecosystem that would involve a lot of different aspects. And if you just want to speculate on things inside that doing well, you buy PY token. So, all right, some going haywire. You would think my computer could handle it. All right, I have to close some stuff so my computer can stop freaking out. It's freaking out, guys. It's freaking out. Oh yeah, I have a lot of tabs. That's probably I probably need this many open. All right, it's 12. It is 12 standard time. Oh yeah, there's major lag. My computer is being ridiculous. All right, so let's do this. We're just gonna have to go into damage control mode. Okay. Are we good? We might be. You're gonna see me disappear for 2 seconds. Okay, are we good? I think we're good now. Okay, my computer's behaving now. Holy moly. Well, I mean, it's a not financial advice. I'm not going to get baited into telling you what to buy, but I mean, looking at the charts, I mean, there's a lot of altcoins that are on discounts. That's all I will say. There's a lot of things that are on discounts, but I'm not going to tell you what to buy, and I'm not going to give you financial advice, because then if this happens and you end up being this guy and you're like, I don't want you blaming me for it. I don't want you blaming me for it. No, sir. No, sir. All right, let's see how many people we got watching. Sorry, I probably lost some people on that one. All these technical difficulties. Hopefully we're not laggy. Are we laggy still, or are we good? We should be good. We should be good. All right, so we almost got the stream to 20 likes, guys. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Thanks for holding through with the technical difficulties. All right, so there's a couple different things I had planned to go. I was on the Moon Show this morning, and if you didn't catch that, shout out to the Moon Show. Shout out to Mr. M. Mr. M is one of the best hosts on any crypto live stream. He always downplays himself, but I want to give Mr. M a shout out. Guys, go to Mr. M's channel right now. I want you to go to Mr. M's channel right now. I'm going to pin it in the chat. We're going to give him a shout out. Mr. M does these podcast episodes where he does these interviews. He's got, let's see. Yep, is this the one? Hopefully. Yep, yeah. All right. All right, so this is Mr. M's channel. We're going to pin it in the chat. And he did a video with Da Vinci, the legend, the Bitcoin legend, again, like a gold versus Bitcoin video, which is doing very well. But yeah, go and subscribe to his channel. Let's get his channel up to over 5,000 subscribers. But he's been putting in the work. He's doing really well. He's interviewing all of the best people in the business that are either currently running their own project, or they're a crypto influencer, or they have something they're really excited about talking about. And so it's a good resource, and it's podcast style. So if you're into that, definitely go and give him a follow. But yeah, we wanted to talk about a few things. If we can manage to get all of our tabs situated here. This one's fun. I love this. All right, so we've been mentioning about this. I think this is a super bullish picture. So mentioning about altcoins being at a massive discount, we like investing in XYO because it's one of those altcoins that when Ethereum starts to rip, XYO just rips. It will rip. And it's below a cent right now, I think, still. So if we're looking at XYO, yes, now it's at 0.0085. So, I mean, there's just massive potential to even right now catch it back up to 1 cent from this dip. And so you can see here we have a parabola happening right here. We got a nice little whoop, whoop, and then you can easily test these levels. You can see here, test, rejection. But then you want to look at this on the daily. Look at the potential, because this is the obvious November, the last peak bull run spot of the last cycle. And look at that. So this is just one of those projects that, it's kind of one of those golden nugget projects for me. So I really like the bullish news that it could get listed on Binance, because it's not listed on Binance right now. So it's huge. All right, so then we have Alt's Daddy here confirming that we definitely want to just start building spot bags of NAKA, which we're doing. And also newly added is BRN Metaverse. It's got a lot of followers. It's got some games that they're going to be releasing, a MMO RPG type game that's going to have its own ecosystem. But the thing with this one is really cool is that you're going to get paid in USDT. I think there's opportunities where if you're holding the BRN token, you will be able to like get bonuses and things like that. But like I think if I read it correctly, you will be able to get earnings in the ecosystem by playing the game or trading or whatever you're doing inside the game and get USDT. So like straight up, like, you know, just straight cash, or or maybe it was USDC, but it's one of those. But I think the fact that they're implementing like an actual earn program with the stable coin is really cool. So I don't think many of them do that. They usually like pay out in the token or something like that. Like for instance, NAKA, you know, NAKA pays out NAKA for participation in using the NAKA token to buy the assets used in the game. So a lot of people are like, how the hell do you use NAKA? But that's how you do it. You have to have NAKA if you want to play to earn. You have NAKA. You use that as a transaction to buy tokens or tickets, and then you use that almost like an arcade, and then that's how the ecosystem runs inside of Nakamoto Games, if you were curious. Because some people sometimes like, what? What do I do? How do I do this? So, let's keep going down the list here. Yeah, because we mentioned XYO, we mentioned Nakamoto Games, Chainlink, really great buy. Chainlink's a really great buy right now, in my personal opinion. Under $20. I mean, the thing went to $50 in the altcoin season, so I think a $100 Chainlink could be in the cards. It could be definitely in the cards. All right, so we got TON, ICP, Core, Linnea, and Base have been crushing it in terms of total value locked, increasing. Shibarium as well. So we're keeping our eyes on those chains. We're trying to like drink more water, guys. We need to stay hydrated. I feel like I've not drank enough water. All right, so I'll tell you guys what I recently am getting into in the Solana narrative. So I know you guys are Solana fans. So we are interested in the Zeus network. So we got some Zeus because it's doing this thing that we talked about the Bitcoin liquidity on different chains. So this is bringing Bitcoin liquidity on Solana, and then Core is doing the same thing with an EVM compatible smart contract. And so we're just trying to keep up with that Bitcoin narrative that is spreading liquidity out on things like Solana. So Zeus, and what was the other one? And it's cool, if you don't know, you can do perpetuals trading on Jupiter. And the platform is pretty cool. You get a nice trading view chart. It's powered by the Pyth network. So, and also I think they're going to do a round 2 of Jupiter airdrop. So if you're using the platform and they do a second round of airdrops and you're just like putting in transactions, doing perps, doing trades, or, you know, going into the Launchpad projects, like Sharky is going to be coming up soon. That's one that's coming up. So right now the Launchpad projects that have already passed are Win, Jupiter, and Zeus, and then Sharky is going to be the next one. So if you're just looking at it right here, got Win, Jupiter, Zeus. So that's what I'm doing with the Solana narrative. And so I'll tell you guys, I actually traded into Slurf and was able to pull some profits and scalp profits off of Slurf when I told you I was locked in on Saturday. And that was how I was able to reposition back into to Doge and Pepe on these particular trades that hopefully aren't currently getting wrecked, because we haven't been looking at them right now. We've just been blabbing. So let's look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is currently getting a bit of a dump here. We could be taking the lows at the bottom of this band. If we're taking the lows at the bottom of this band here, that would not be good, because then that means we're pushing to 62,000, which is the level we have marked on this particular chart. If we pull it up, we got to look at this chart. That would not be good. Is this the chart? Yes. Yeah, we could easily be going right back down to 61 or 62 if we don't get a massive liquidity pump reversal here. We could just be faking people out. Bitcoin right now is getting really spicy and getting real fake outs. It's pump faking people right now. Yeah, we traded above the moving average line on the Bollinger Band, which could have given us a confirmation of getting back up to 67. But we could look at how we're hitting these retracement levels. What's going on? Hope you guys are doing well. Thank you for popping in the stream. We're gonna try and pull a fib. Let's see. What is happening here? Did we pull that to the, I guess the most recent low, or do we need to pull it? We need to pull it. I don't know. Do we need to pull it literally all the way to 1559 or something from the highest high right here? So it looks like we got rejected off the 786. I know this is a bunch of lines all over the place, but it, rejected off the 786, 1, 2, 3, and then now we went into the 0.382, and then we really traded down, obviously with that news, into this level. So now it's just we're going to be trying to battle the 618. Because that was the rejection level here coming up. We got close to it, but we have to break this level. We got to break the 0.5. We get supported off the 0.5. We'll probably see what will happen coming up to the 618. Looking at this particular chart. But let's look at the 45-minute and see what the heck is going on. Are we going to get a reversal off this low, this liquidity scoop? Like I call it like a liquidity scoop or something like that. It's just like these trades getting scooped up here. Bitcoin going a little bit lower. Just a little bit lower before we get into these really important dates that we've mentioned coming up into these halving dates. 4 days, guys. 4 days. But look. You can see, look at the week, and then look at all these things, all these coins that you've been like, man, I wish I could buy these things cheaper. Well, put your money where your mouth is now, because now it's cheaper. This is the time that people don't want to buy. It's so funny because that's the psychology that you have to break sometimes in trading and investing, is that like this is when people are scared and then they get panic sell and they are like, oh, there's blood in the streets. No, you buy the red. You buy the blood. But that's just kind of like one of those trading psychology things. It's like people want to buy Bitcoin when they see it at the top, and then they want to sell it when it's in the red. But we want to buy low and sell high. Buy low and sell high. Sounds easy. It's like buy low and sell high. Sounds easy. Sounds so easy. But if it was that easy, then everyone would be a $1 million trader. But that is not the case. But that's what we are becoming. $100. 100%. All right, thank you guys for being in the stream. I really do appreciate it. I know we got a little bit of a drop off, no big deal. But we almost got to 20 likes. If you can get the stream to 20 likes, that would be amazing. Let me see if we actually had any more people pop into the Instagram live. No. It's like a ghost town. It's like a ghost town. I don't think do people even use Instagram anymore? I mean, everyone's just on TikTok or Twitch or something new, something newer and exciting. That's what I feel like is happening. Right, so we've been keeping up with the base narrative. So we've been watching Brett. We've been DCAing into Brett of the speculation and the probability of it being the mascot for base. And oh yeah, there is a TikTok ban. Yeah, TikTok ban in India, so that went like full force. Yeah, there are some talks of, like, I know certain states they were trying to ban TikTok, you know, because it was getting, you know, like so many kids were bringing their phones into school and, you know, they were on TikTok and not paying attention. So that's what happens. But then there's also, you know, talks of age limits for social media. That's always been in talks, because that's just kind of like, it's just one of those things. It's a touchy subject. It's like, you know, obviously your teenager eventually is going to want to go on the internet and interact in social media because it's the most popular thing. I did it when I was 10 years older or younger. I was on AOL AIM chat rooms and stuff like that. I was using AOL back in version 1, like all the way up to like AOL 7.8.0 or whatever, however long it went. But I remember being in chat rooms like as a kid, so it's just kind of like but then I'll tell you, you have a child, and you start to, and you're like, they're your baby, you know, and you're just like, oh my God, no, don't let him go on the internet. Oh my God, it's tainted. Don't let him on the internet. Jesus, Lord Jesus, freaking save him from the internet, you know. But then it's just hard, you know. It's like a library, but it's like there's, you know, yeah, chat lines on the house phone. I remember being in, like, you know, we get a call and like just like you remember fighting over who was going to have the phone or the phone line, or you were playing. I was literally playing Diablo 2, Lords of Destruction, like, you know, and just like in battle.net. I was literally like in battle.net on dial-up internet in 2000. I remember being on the house computer. I didn't have the computer in my room just yet, but eventually it was just like so kids do not know, they don't know the struggle. But it's so funny. I'm glad I came from that generation though, because like the kids that grew up or like are born in like 2005 or 6 or past that, they just like, man, they're just like iPads. They want it quick, fast. And it's just crazy. Golem fights. Diablo 2. Yeah, I was in a clan called FTTD. FTTD, if you remember, Fight to the Death. That was the clan I was a part of. So we had like we had the massive like we were in TeamSpeak and all that stuff. It was my buddy's clan, and yeah, that's what I got some exposure to, like play with some of the best Diablo players like in the space, straight up, because they were epic. Stone of Jordan. You remember the Stone of Jordan? Really bringing back memories for you guys. Or just memories for, like, super nerds, but I'm a cool super nerd. Marlon TV says, what's crazy, I had a telephone line that was hooked up to someone else's house. I used by their line while they try and use it all. All there was internet noise. That's funny. Yeah, there were some ghetto rigs. Yeah, you had to figure out, like, you know, it's crazy. And how things evolved, too, because I was, like, the networking person in my house. I was the one who would set up the wireless network when Linksys, and I was messing around with the Linksys ports, and I had to make sure, like, I had it ported right to be able to play my PlayStation 2 online. I had the expansion pack on the back of my PS2, which was the Ethernet expansion to be able to play online. So I remember setting all that stuff up, and it was so cool. That's how I actually learned how to do a lot of the stuff I do now, is through actually video games and the technology with video games, because video games has always pushed the boundaries of technology as a household thing. So when you learn how to do that stuff, you end up learning and being ahead of the game with things that are also going to be in the future market. So You always got to be a couple steps ahead. And I think like if you're into video games, you're into that tech and like, just, knowing all that stuff. That's why I think I got into crypto. It's so like synergistic and mixes very well with a lot of different narratives. So I'm sure you guys feel that too. And sorry, I know this has been kind of like there's no music playing in the background. My computer was just acting like a butt, so I stopped playing the music. I need to get some more RAM and do some cleaning. I need to like dust off some cobwebs on this computer, make sure everything is running properly. Because really, ultimately, what I want to do is have some video games running on the side. So then at a point during the stream, we're going to do a video game testing section, where we just pop in and we say, look, this is what games are happening right now. We're going to test it. We'll see if it runs, but we'll test this new game, Galactic, is it Galactic Grail? I forgot the name of it. It is one of the Nakamoto games. Yeah, Galactic Grail, GCG. Of course I buy on the dips. What's terrible is I was on vacation. So, you're not having cash for the dip on vacation. You're on vacation. So your wife or your husband or whoever, your partner is looking at you going, buy the dip. Like you're going to buy this chili dog right now, or you're going to buy this cotton candy for your daughter. So yeah, not a lot of money went to the dip. It went to the vacation. So that's sadly what happened. And I said, Mickey wants his money. You better pay up. He really, I do a good Mickey voice. Terrible Mickey voice. All right. So yeah, Galactic Grail. I've been trying to test this game out. It's a card game. That's on Nakamoto Games, so we'll see how well it runs. Is it BTC dropping? Is BTC dropping right now as I'm talking? Is it dropping? Let's see what's happening. Oh yeah, it might. Oh yeah, it's scaling down. So our altcoin trades are probably not looking too pretty right now. We were up massively on Pepe. Yeah, let's look and see because we're gonna get some. Yep, the trades are gonna react obviously, but we had an opportunity to take profit with Pepe. We took a little bit of profit. We were just up 200% on Pepe, and I'm just going to tell you guys, we didn't take the profit. We were feeling a little bit more bullish. I mean, you can see here. I did not take the profit. And there is a good chance that I'll just literally go right back into my entry. Or it reverses. Because this is all BTC right now. So, like, even just with this, we got BTC doing this, a possible liquidity grab at 63 again with this fake out. And then you see Pepe right here. Pepe is also reacting a little bit, but I mean the whole market's going to be reacting because look, you're going to see. But then at the same time, Doge. Sometimes Doge is weird. It'll go down with Bitcoin, but then all of a sudden it'll go up. Sometimes on those BTC dips, and it makes me think that are people buying Doge? You saw my thumbnail. We're at 20 likes. Yes, guys. Thank you so much. That's awesome. That helps the stream get out to more people, and we just start building up this community. They can get into the Discord, and everyone can become friends, and we can all skip towards the Bitcoin halving together. But, yeah, Doge here. We're seeing the same thing kind of happen with Doge. We could see a liquidity grab right here on these lows again, but we could get selling exhaustion as well if we check the MACD, and we could get a nice reversal. It could reverse. It looks like it's reversing right now because that was the lowest low right here. We got 63.7, and then now we could be getting a bounce back up. If we get some flips on the moving averages here, some crosses, then that was probably the lowest that we were going to test. But things can change. I know about Bobo, the bear. You talking about the bear, Bobo? Yes, I know about Bobo. If you're in any kind of Pepe community or you're following any of the Pepe narrative, then Bobo is kind of like, it's one of those things. But I'm kind of going into Brett. I'm choosing Brett. Like that's my choice. I'm choosing to DCA into that and see what happens. Because then at the potential where you get to over $1,000 or more into a particular coin that you've been DCAing into that has already seen a move of going into all-time highs or going into price discovery, that is what I'm choosing. I want to have a good, 2K, 3K, even, into this particular coin, because then if it does become the coin of choice for the base chain narrative for Coinbase, then it's gonna go into over $1 billion market cap, which is crazy to think, but I mean it can be doable because it's already halfway there. It's already halfway there. Out of all these coins, even though they're doing well, Brett is still outpacing them in terms of market cap, and the chart actually looking pretty bullish. If we're just gonna look at the chart. And we will go into this one. We're going to go into these two things. I know someone just mentioned Kronos, if I was looking at the chart correctly. So someone dropped Krob on me. Someone in the chat, I can't remember who told me about it, but this is a Kronos coin called Krob. So the chart actually looks fairly bullish because it's looking like it could be, testing up into these all-time highs again. But that's a Kronos coin. But then I wanted to talk about Foxy. I don't know if this is a scam coin, if this is something that I even want to mention, but I'm sure you guys got an airdrop of some sort of this Foxy coin on Linnea. Oh, was that you? Oh, okay. I was like, I couldn't remember who told me about it, but I kept up with it. I kept it up. I kept the tab up so then I can, because I actually haven't done any DeFi with Crow. I've just invested into Crow, just the actual token, but I'm actually going to start kind of speculating maybe into some of the Kronos ecosystem and probably start in that area. So Foxy is legit. Okay, so I've seen this. I was like, okay, I got this airdrop in my wallet, and we want to make sure that this was real. So if Linnea has been a network that you can add on MetaMask for forever. So I think this is probably just an ode to MetaMask, and it's not because they even mentioned in their Twitter. They even mentioned in their X page that they are not affiliated with Consensus or MetaMask. Foxy is the mascot to Linnea. So you think so? No, but look, Foxy is not associated with MetaMask or Consensus. This is the I mean, they could just be saying that, but yeah, basically the official MetaMask meme coin. Okay, so we got an airdrop of it. We got how much did we get? We gotta look. How much did we get? I don't know why, but my MetaMask is locked in a spinning wheel on one of my browsers, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to remove it and have to freaking download it again, because then you gotta add all the networks again and do all that stuff. It's so annoying. Tell me, guys, put a 1 in the chat if you had to do that. How many times have you had to do that where you've had to delete a wallet, and then you gotta re-input all the data and all that stuff? It's like, it's so annoying. But that's the thing, when you become your own bank and become your own sovereign individual and you hold your own assets and money, you got to do that stuff, because then at the point where you start having other people control your stuff, you are going to have to pay them. People don't do stuff for free, guys. They are going to charge you money. So this is why we're in crypto. You forget, when you start getting other people, like especially these people that are institutions that are doing these ETFs, they're paying some mad fees to have these people hold their Bitcoin for them. It's like, I had to even explain to my friend. He's like, oh, does Charles Schwab have Bitcoin? I'm like, I bet they do, but they're going to charge you to hold it. So why not just hold it yourself? So then you're responsible for it, and you can just reap the benefits for just taking the risk, But it's more risk. Counterparty risk is more risk than if you could just trust yourself, 100%. So you gotta think about it. All right, so I think we got, how much did we get? All right, we got to go into a different browser so we can see. I got 5,000 Foxy, which I think was worth, yesterday when I saw it pop in the wallet, it was worth $75 or something like that. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So how much did you guys get? Did you get an airdrop? I would love to know. Hold on, Brucey. You said, how did you get a Foxy drop? They did one for the top 100,000 MetaMask swap users. Well, it's because I probably am one of the top MetaMask swap users. 100%. I was swapping like a madman on the actual MetaMask platform. So I've been waiting. So if this is the airdrop that I was actually talking about, that would be dope, because I actually was foreseeing this, that the MetaMask, whatever they are involved with, whatever network, they're going to do some type of airdrop. And I, from just convenience, have been swapping on my phone, and I love and at Polygon, for instance. Like, I love Polygon. Polygon is one of my favorite networks, and I've used that. I've AVAX. I've used Pulse Chain. I mean, I've used it all. I have all this stuff like involved in my wallet. So, but I've been trying to do a lot of it inside the dashboard. And so I've basically taken the same concept as that, the Jupiter, the kid, there was a kid on Twitter that made over $1 million in the Jupiter airdrop because he was just farming transactions on the Jupiter platform. So Brucey said, I did the entire Linnea Park campaign and don't think I have a drop yet. So I don't know, man. So if that's legit, that's pretty cool. That's really cool, because like a lot of the times I'm a little skeptical of certain airdrops when it comes to crypto. You don't want to even try and go into a transaction unless you know for a fact that thing is legit, because even the best of us, the pros, get their accounts drained. They get them hacked because you click on a link, you connect your wallet to something, and then all of a sudden your account is drained. So I'm very, very weary. I'm very risk on with that kind of stuff. Like, I do not want that crap to happen. So I'm very, very reluctant to even trade out or even go into certain coins. But that's dope. Awesome. So it's legit. It is legit. Well, let's look at the chart then. Let's look at this chart. Yeah, I checked it. This is it. I checked it in Dex Screener. I made sure that it was the right address. We could even go into it. Let's do the investigation right now. Let's see. But what was crazy though, I was seeing these buy-ins coming in, and the buy-ins were huge. Let me get the contract address real quick. All right, so we're going to put it in. We're going to put it in here. All right, so this is the contract that we just copied straight from the wallet. So from it popping up in our dashboard, and you can see Linnea contract, and the price data syncs up fairly well with what is on Dex Screener. Gosh, there's like computers being ridiculous. Oh my lord. Yeah. All right. Well, we're definitely, so yeah, market cap is 40. That's crazy. All right, so it's like we in the same type of performance as XRP right now. Our computer is going down, guys. Sorry, I know that the difficulties has been terrible. So sorry. Sorry guys, this my computer is just like it's having a really hard time. Well, I was trying to keep going, but my computer is being terrible, so I'm just having some technical difficulties. I think it's back. I'm gonna try and keep it going for just a couple more minutes. We'll do some Q&A. Let me fix my stuff. It just got bad, and my computer was just like, no, you're done. Okay, I think we're back, but we are past our time. We got like 12. It was like yeah. We've been streaming for over an hour, guys. So thank you so much if you popped in at any point. I really do appreciate it, you guys.